Ferrari bring new upgrades this weekend for the Canadian Grand Prix after they've been on the back foot to rivals McLaren and Mercedes. The McLaren team have won every race so far this season, and whilst Ferrari have been really consistent, Michael Schumacher having a good streak, including a pole position in Monaco, they have yet to taste a victory so far this season in 1998. They hope this new upgrade will be able to bring them closer to the McLaren boys. And talking of McLaren, David Coulthard is starting to feel the pressure after Mika Hakkinen has now won 3 races in a row to bring the championship down to just 10 points after 6 races, but McLaren still have a comfortable lead in the World Constructors' Championship. Hello everyone and welcome to the F1 Challenge 1998 season for my F1 Challenge 99-02 Career Mode Series, Episode 7, Season 1. Very excited. We're here for the Canadian Grand Prix in the Jordan, and we didn't have a good race last time in Monaco. We crashed out. Oh my days, what's going on here? We crashed out on lap 2, which was really disappointing. Here we are then for Canada. For some reason, look, what's going on there with the track? Why is it bumping up and down like that? I don't know. That's getting right on my nerves, but they're in qualifying. 13th place so far. That's not too good. Hopefully we go for a better run here for our second proper lap. And this race is only 50%. I've shortened it down, as I mentioned in the previous episode, because 100% races were too long, and to be honest, they were a bit boring. I quite enjoy 100% races on the modern F1 games, but that's because you got so many variables. I mean, on this game you got the weather, and that's about it. On F1, on the new F1 games, F1 24, like you got red flags, you got safety cars, VSCs, so much can happen, and it really makes a 100% race more interesting, which just isn't in this game. Of course, VSCs didn't exist back in the day, but do you get my point? Anyway, going for this lap now, we are improving. We've improved by 0.3 of a second. Sorry, I don't know why the monitors are so small, my editing software. I'm not on one big monitor, I'm just on my laptop, so it's pretty hard for me to see the numbers. Through the hairpin, there's no traction for some reason. The track feels so icy. It's like driving on ice. It's like the car's really understeery, yet it's quite slippery. It was really horrible to drive this Grand Prix meeting. And I hope that's sorted for the French Grand Prix, which is next after this at Magny-Cours. Through the final chicane, cross the curb, cheeky, very cheeky on the exit now. Foot to the floor, cross the line in a minute, down through the bumps, that's very nice. And we get P4, let's see where that puts us on the grid. Right then, here we are then for the Canadian Grand Prix. We start P5 and away we go then. We've got Williams in front of us. Jacques Villeneuve did really well in qualifying on the circuit that's named after his father. As we go down to turn 1, we've got the Stewarts next to us. We go past Rubens Barrichello. Always a McLaren has gone off there. And we're going for the hairpin now. Let's get a replay of that Grand Prix start because, of course, for some reason I can only see 6 cars. This mod, it really is not very good to be honest. But, yeah, well, I'm nearly halfway through the season now, so not long before we get onto the base game, which is underrated in my opinion, as we go down the inside of Rubens Barrichello for P5. That's fantastic. Into the chicane here later on lap 1. We got a one-stop race, as you can see. I got quite a lot of fuel in the car, so we're going to see some representative pace as we go across the bloody bumps in the surface. And we go around the outside of Jacques Villeneuve up into P4. Looks like it switches to the inside for turn 2. And we've got the move done. Lovely jubbly. Skipping on to lap 3, we're going to see the classification. Michael Schumacher leads from the 2 McLarens. I'm in 4th. Villeneuve and Barrichello finish out of points. It's Verstappen, Jos Verstappen, Giancarlo Fisichella and Wurz, the 2 Benetons there. Herbert finishes the top 10 as there's the midfield there. Got the Sabers and the Prosts, the Arrows and Takagi. He's very inconsistent. He's already signed on for 1999 for BAR, the new team that replaces Tyrrell, or that bought out Tyrrell rather. Because he had a podium, he did good, as but he's pretty inconsistent. He's got money as well. As talking of money, we make the move past Mika Hakkinen, who probably has a lot of money. As we don't, he gets us back there into the chicane down the insides. Yes. No, he just cuts the corner, the cheeky bastard. You can't do that. He's just cut across the grass like Sebastian Vettel 2019, and he's taken a position from me, the podium position. And in the 5 laps, we have caught up to McLaren, so it looks like our pace is really good, but we just lose a lot of time on the straights there, which is not good. We get poor exits as we take advantage of the bumps in the road to take 3rd place off of Mika Hakkinen into turn 1, and we're right behind Coulthard now. Michael Schumacher is leading the Grand Prix. Of course, he got pole in Monaco, but he failed to convert it into a Grand Prix victory. Could it be a second time lucky? As once again take advantage of the bumps and the lapped cars, we're right behind Michael Schumacher, the leader. We're in P2, which is fantastic stuff. We're really dicing it with the top boys. We have got great potential, but we've just been making too many mistakes so far this year. And Ralph Schumacher is beating me in the championship as a result of that. Even though I think I have been the faster driver, as we go wide, there's back markers getting on our way there. That's not good, so we've lost a lot of time to Michael there. We cut on to lap 17 now, halfway through the race. We're going in for a one and only stop as we spin, coming out of the chicane. The 2 McLarens who were right behind me go straight past, and that is absolutely ridiculous. As we drop back down to P4, all that work we've put in over the last 10-15 laps is now down the poo, down the drain of poo, the poo. I need to stop saying the word poo as we're coming into the pit stop. Hopefully the Jordan mechanics can sort us out good. So let's have a look then. We want 17 laps of fuel hopefully as we get the Bridgestone tyres on. Lovely jubbly of front. Very nice, thank you very much Mr. Mechanic. Very nice, looking like yellow stigs. As we're coming out of the pits now, we drop down to P8 and so that's not too bad. We're still in good contention, so it could have been worse. That's a alright pit stop as we come out now. Got a little bit of work to do. We've got Eddie Irvine going down behind me, and we go wide in the hairpin there, as we lose the back end as well. That's awful driving from me, as Eddie Irvine just goes straight past me there, as I make a stupid mistake. And P7 now we drop down to. Of course, we gained a couple of positions through the pits. Drivers going into the pit stop, the pit lane or whatever, and so we gain positions that way. We're going down the inside of Eddie Irvine into the final chicane. He goes wide and we go on the curb and we spin. That's not too good. We're going to have to I'll pause the game to have a replay. It looks like so let's have a look. So we're in the slipstream now of Eddie Irvine. Going into the final chicane, we move to the inside. Later on the brakes, it looks like he's squeezing me on that curb. You see that? That was ridiculous. And I did lose it in the second part, but even so, that's a bit naughty of Eddie Irvine there. But we're going to recover there, and the Benetton just goes right into the back of me there. That is not nice at all. What on earth was he doing? What an absolute menace. As we spin there, we tried to recover there, get back on the race circuit, and I've lost my rear wing. I can't believe it. And the Benetton, he hasn't got a rear wing either, the Benetton. What's going on? So what on earth is... What? So he's going into the pit lane. Look, he's going into pit lane, and he just swerves to the right and crashes into me. That looks so... What? You can't do that, mate. What's going on? That's ridiculous. That is not my fault. That is absolutely ridiculous. And now we're going to have to do the comeback of all comebacks if I want any chance of having a good result. Now we're going to have a long pit. Luckily enough, we're able to go and drive the wrong way around the circuit without getting penalised. But now we're going to have a long pit stop as well because we've lost our rear wing, so we're going to lose about a minute, which is ridiculous. So our chances of fighting for the podium are gone. Points are probably gone. The best we could hope for is a top 10. So we're going to unlock beast mode. We've got a look how long this is taking. This is absolutely bloody ridiculous. And we're not changing tyres. We're not putting any more fuel in the car. But we've dropped down to 16th now. And it looks like Jarno Trulli might be able to... Is he? Trulli looks like... No, why is Trulli so slow? Right, no, Diniz... I can't see, so I can't see... Oh, Trulli's in the pit. Trulli's in the pits. Sorry. I just can't see what's going on here. We dropped down to P18. Lecano is the puss behind us now, which is flipping ridiculous, but he's a lap behind, so we ain't got to worry about him. Coming out now, we've got 15 laps to run, and we've got so much time to gain. We are a fast driver in a fast car. 41.7 seconds pit stop took. Ridiculous. That's like half a lap or something, which is ridiculous. Get me back on the race circuit. P18, what a joke. Down the inside of Mika Solo when the arrow's there for position. We do the same as what we did to Eddie Irvine, but we don't lose the car. We almost did though, as now we're on the back of Jean Alesi down the inside of the sub into the hairpin up to P14. Hopefully we don't lose it like we did before, and no we don't, that's good. Down the inside of Jarno Trulli in the Prost up into P13. Fantastic stuff, and we've still got 10 laps to go, so we could get a top 10 here, but points are off the cards once again, which is unlucky because the last time we scored points was in round 3 at Donington. So we've only scored points twice so far this season, as we take advantage of the bumps on the lap cars up to P11. Fantastic stuff. We've just gained a lot of positions there. Olivier Panis is not far behind, in front, sorry, as the McLaren has lapped us because we had that gigantic, long, not enormous, lengthy pit stop. But we take advantage of the AI stupidity up into P10 with fantastic stuff. We've only got 5 laps to go, and Johnny Herbert is so far ahead of me. He's 14 seconds ahead of me, but still by the end of lap 33, we've caught right up to him. But we're not going to have time to make a move because we are a lap down. That's the end of our race. Despite us not completing 34 laps because we're a lap down, there's a cross the line here. That's the end of my Canadian Grand Prix. P10. To be honest, not too bad. Alright, we didn't score points, but the circumstances, it was alright. An alright Grand Prix from me. I did make one mistake. It was a spin. That was costly, but it didn't really, I still would have finished well. Michael Schumacher breaks streak of McLaren victories. He wins for the first time in 1998. The two McLarens come behind our teammate Ralf Schumacher there. P4, Eddie Irvine 5th. And Jacques Villeneuve scores a point for Williams there. There's 2 Stewarts, 7th and 8th. They've been unlucky not to score that many points despite, being rather consistent. And Heinz Frentzen, he had a stall on the start. Here are the championship orders after round 7. So I'll see you for the French Grand Prix. Bye bye.